I'm now going to speak with Mr. Dion George of the DA, who happens to be the party's finance spokesperson. Sir, what stood out for you today?
Well, I think we were very disappointed that the Minister announced tax increases. We were expecting them to be coming, but the reason why we have to have tax increases is because the government has not managed our economy effectively. It also hasn't managed the public finances properly. What we would have liked to have seen is that the Minister talk about another model for the state-owned enterprises, another solution, because pumping money into these state-owned enterprises doesn't work. He also spoke about them being at the centre of economic growth. We know that's not the case, so you can't keep on trying something that doesn't work. So that's a very important thing for us. Also, the public sector wage bill. The Minister did not mention anything about managing that wage bill. Now, what he could have done is spoken about clearing out deployed cadres that are overpaid and underproductive in that space, and had more money available to fund the shortfall. So he wouldn't have had to collect the 17 billion rand from the public. He would be able to do that by managing the economy better. Also, we were very disappointed about accelerating economic growth. Didn't say very much. So the spillover effect now of the tax increases is going to harm our economy, and it's going to restrain our economic growth.
Mr. George, thank you so much for your time. Lukanya, over to you right now.
Abra, thank you very much. I am joined by Prof. Nhlanhla Kubisa, the Chief Whip of the National Freedom Party in Parliament. Prof, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Your overall impressions of the budget speech?
Well, it was a very dull speech, of course, with the promises as usual. It's just a package. We wonder whether the minister will succeed to fulfill all those things that were mentioned there. We understand that the economy is very much ailing and it's very sluggish. The projection is that it will not grow to more than 2%. And we wonder what magic he's going to do. But we welcome whatever attempts that he gave in trying to ensure that more money is allocated to basic education and also higher education and training. But he was very scanty when it comes to issues of residencies in higher education, and also more money given to students for bursaries, NSFAS, etc., etc. Also, the issue of the living conditions of the mine workers. The minister never touched anything on that one, and we think she should have done more. Changing hostels into family units, the minister should have budgeted for that as well. But as the NFP, we are waiting the minister to see whether those things will be done. On the issue of electricity, on the issue of solar energy, on the issue of gas in municipalities, the minister never touched anything on that. We hoped it was going to be a sequel to what the president said in his State of the Nation address.
Prof, thank you very much for joining us. Unfortunately, time is not on our side, so thanks very much for joining us. That was Professor Nhlanhla Kubisa from the National Freedom Party. Francis, over to you in studio.